When working with a competitive, active, or working dog, you wouldn't think of doing an assessment the same as though you would do a rehab assessment for injury or post-surgery. However, an assessment for a fitness dog is extremely important to get that baseline. An assessment for your fitness dog is extremely important. We need to have a starting point. We need to know, what are we working towards? What are your goals as the client and the owner? And what does the dog need to be able to do in order to perform his sport, his lifestyle, his activity? We also need to learn a little bit more about your dog so that we can design an appropriate individual program for your dog. We need to know a little bit more about your dog's history and his routine. What is his training schedule at the moment, so that we can work around to creating a balanced and effective program, because overworking the dog or underworking the dog is going to be ineffective. We need to know injury history. Has he suffered from injuries beforehand, or is there something niggling that we need to work on? We need to know, in terms of his individual characteristics, what would work in terms of getting the best out of him, the little tips and tricks and what makes him tick. We look at your dog's muscle percentiles. Are they balanced? Are they even? Is one part of the body working harder than what it should be, and why? Or is the left working harder than the right? We need to know, are there areas that need to be worked on, improved, or areas overworking, and the reasons why they are overworking. Range of motion is a very simple measurement to perform on a fitness dog. However, it is extremely effective. We need to know, are there differences between left and right, and are there any areas of concern? An instability of a joint can highly increase the chances of your fitness dog getting an injury while working or performing his activity. It's also very important to analyze the gait. Does your dog have a balanced gait? And are the limbs tracking effectively? This is also used to pick up early signs of weight shifting or non-weight bearing, and early signs of injury detection that may be building up to something bigger. It's very important to make sure that when your dog is doing the job, that he is tracking effectively to conserve energy and make him more effective at what he is doing. After all the fundamental measurements are done, we can then start looking at more of an active assessment. What skill level is your dog at? And is he able to do slow-paced, simple exercises without having to cheat or compensate? It's very important to find out at what level the dog is able to function in terms of activity level, so that you can start the fitness program at an appropriate level for that dog and slowly build up to more harder, more intense activity. The last part of the assessment is the program planning. We need to take in account of the dog's history, the fundamental measurements, as well as the active assessment, and then of course the job or task that that dog needs to perform, and put together a balanced program. Every dog is an individual, and every program needs to be individualized to the needs of that dog. Every program needs to take in account what the dog can and can't do, and our ultimate goals at the end of the day.